The who's who in the corporate and trade union circles got together to focus on how to boost innovation and productivity. With the economy buoyant, the Prime Minister praised workers, employers and government for working together to save jobs during the recent downturn. An obvious concern is to ensure that the lessons of the downturn are not lost.
We shouldn't lock in high wages which may be justified this year, but will cause us difficulties if conditions change, which at some point they surely will. Wage settlements should also factor in the extra 1% in the CPF, which is happening in September this year and then next year in March. So to be flexible, you need to be flexible in your jobs, in your wages, but especially in your mindsets. It's the most basic and critical flexibility. Because we are in a dynamic environment, you cannot tell exactly what the demands will be.
Prime Minister Lee says Singapore's flexible wage arrangements have proved their worth during the recent downturn. More than half of companies froze their wages and also reduced bonuses. Prime Minister Lee says together with Spur and the Jobs Credit Scheme, these companies were able to cut costs and also keep much of their workforce. Good economic growth and a tight labour market may drive wages up.
One of the key concerns that I have would be this fierce competition for available workforce, because the demand is more than the supply. That you drive costs up and you build it into basic, and you drive costs up in a very rigid way.
Beyond wages affecting competitiveness, the fear is that during good growth, the need to boost productivity could be forgotten.
1Q this year, productivity jumped 13%. This is a cyclical increase and the result of a tight labour market and more overtime work. And it's the reverse of what happened last year when productivity actually shrank. We had a negative number. We can't be satisfied with this one-off blip, but we must persevere to raise our productivity on a sustained basis in good years and bad.
In line with this, the Employers Federation will launch a new initiative on productivity and trust leadership aimed at chief executives.